Hey, friend, welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is going to be short, okay, but it is going to be packed with intention because we are halfway through the year. And whether you're someone who loves like fresh starts or whether you're the kind of person who like avoids looking too closely at the calendar, it's okay. I just want to offer a simple reframe that's been changing how I'm moving through this season. What if your July, this month, right here, right now, could change everything? I've been feeling this nudge lately. Not a loud one, not a dramatic one, but like this quiet, steady voice that just keeps whispering, pause, rethink, realign. Because the goals I set at the beginning of the year, they were good, but professionally and personally, like things have just evolved so much in the last 6 months. And that's just natural growth. But it also would make sense now that what I need now, it just looks different than what I needed back then. So this isn't about necessarily like throwing out the plan totally and all of the goals for the year. It's just about upgrading. Okay. Upgrading the plan to match the person that I'm becoming and this hyper speed growth that I'm experiencing and this life that I'm living. And that shift, it's happening. It's happening even now as we speak. So it's like I may as well be intentional about it, right? So we could categorize the shifts or like these resets that I'm kind of looking at with my business, my body, and my mind, and then like my personal, like family life. So let's just start with the business. The clarity I have now, I couldn't have predicted it in January. The first half of the year brought like major evolution in my offers, in my message, even the way just like I serve in the goals back then. It's not that I don't think that they were wrong, okay? Because they served very intentionally back then, but they're not quite right for where I'm at now and where I'm going. So July for me, it's just about kind of like stepping back and I'm asking things like, okay, what does success look like now? Or what do I want to build next? And how do I build on what I've already done this year? And like what habits will I need to put in place to actually support that vision? And so I'm getting clear on what I want to create month by month. And then I'm also getting really honest about like what I can sustain because I can tell you that if it doesn't feel aligned and peaceful and purposeful, like I don't want it. No matter how shiny it looks on paper, been there, done that, not going back. And so while all of this is like happening in my business, I'm also like something that's right at the forefront of my mind is that I'm also navigating a reset with my body. I was really looking forward to doing this triathlon this year. And then, surprise, I broke my ankle. That wasn't a part of the plan. And so suddenly I was forced to slow down. I was forced to heal and just to I would say even like rethink what strength even means to me right now. And I would say I've realized too that like the rest that I need most, it isn't just sleep or like a break from working hard, but it's also going to require just I think this again, this overhaul, this habits overhaul, this physical habits overhaul is what I'm thinking. So and I'm trying to expand on that because I don't think that I need like I just don't think that a few stretches in the morning are going to cut it for the long term. I can be honest enough with myself to say, like, hey, I need more intentional movement. I need more nourishing food. I need to put better health habits in place. And I would say, same with even my mind. Like, I've drifted from some of the practices that used to really ground me, like actually writing down what I'm grateful for. And I miss that. So I'm bringing it back. not from guilt, but from like just this deep knowing that I feel better when I live in and when I lead with gratitude. And like I give my thoughts just this place to land when I actually write it out and I'm leading my day instead of my day lead me. Of course, like I had mentioned, this isn't just about like business or habits around body and mind. It's also the personal like family life too, because family life is messy and beautiful and it's real. We're halfway through summer with these kids, okay, and while we have absolutely done some camping trips and a few other fun trips, and we've had so much fun, we're also still kind of sitting here, my husband and I were like, man, we still got some things that we want to do before these kids go back to school, like zoo days or more dirt bike riding. Or there's this, I guess, this quirky little place called Bishop's Castle that's literally like an hour away from us. Someone else just mentioned, someone from out of state just mentioned that this is literally almost in our backyard and we haven't done it yet. And so some of the things that we're asking with that is like, hey, how can we be intentional with these last few weeks of summer? What can we plan now so that we can actually do it? But then let's take that one step further, right? Because we're overachievers here, but really truly we're just trying to be intentional. We're starting to ask things like, how can we start prepping now for fall and winter? Like, what do we want to book for fall break so that these experiences we want to create for ourselves and for our family, they're actually something that it's tangible, it's available, and we can make it happen. We're also asking ourselves questions like, hey, are we setting money aside now for the holidays so that December doesn't just sneak up on us and stress us out? Because what we found is that when we're intentional with questions like that, again, we get to have a little bit more of control over our lives. It's a life on our terms versus life just constantly like coming at us. Thing is with this, it's not about creating a giant to-do list because I don't think any of us need a bigger to-do list. It's not about checking all the boxes or like trying to severely micromanage our time. Like there is a little bit of that. It is time management, yes, but even with our time management, I mean, we're scheduling time to play, which means that it happens. So I guess I would rather be known as like the person who is always scheduling stuff. But if that results in intentional, joyful, like purposeful time with my kids, yeah, I'll raise my hand and call me guilty any day. This is just, it's about giving our family the gift of intention. So something that we're doing, we're taking 2 hours just on it'll be once a week. Most of the time it's going to be on a Sunday for us, but just to sit down, look at the calendar, and then to like actually choose and schedule what matters most so that 6 months from now, we're not looking back in regret, wondering, where the heck did the time go? Oh my gosh, it's already the end of the year. But like we're looking back and we get to smile because we lived it well and we filled it with memories and things that we wanted to do. So, like I said, so what we're doing, and you're more than welcome to borrow this too. It's one of the reasons why I'm sharing is, like I said, we're looking 1 month at a time. So each Sunday in July, we're just going to plan one upcoming month. So personally, it's about trips, it's about events, it's about budget, it's about making space for fun and relationships. For my business, what that looks like is that I am planning out the next 6 months all in one chunk, because what that does for me and my business is that actually helps me just keep the bigger picture and impact at the forefront. And then what that allows me to do with that is that then I can get really clear on what my monthly goals are. It makes it easy to commit to the weekly and the daily habits that I know will get me there. And even to the areas like that I'm still working on, things like celebrating my wins, I put those at the forefront, and I'm even map out how I'm going to celebrate my wins too, because that's how I'm just going to keep getting better, because I want momentum and I want focus. And because I have those things, I know that that's going to help me enjoy the ride all the more. So here's my invitation to you today, okay? What if your July could change everything? Not because you force it, not because you hustle harder, but because you get honest and intentional and aligned. I encourage you just to take a moment this week just to pause, just to check in, just to ask some of those questions like, hey, what really matters most to me? And what's no longer serving me maybe at the beginning of the year that it ain't going to work in the last half of the year? Or what would make me proud to look back on 6 months from now? Like, would my cup be full? And then, okay, here's the tricky part. Give yourself the freedom to actually like build that future one small plan at a time. You don't need a new year to start fresh, okay? You just need the willingness to like listen and to see the power of intention and the way that it can bring such fulfillment and joy. So, I'm in it with you, right? That's what this episode was all about, like my like personal headspace, and then I'm hoping that I'm not alone and that you're in it with me too. Um for us both, just cheers to letting July be the month that gets to shift the rest of our year to what we want it to be. And also, too, like as always, I want to extend the invite that if you decide that you're finally ready, okay, to make some of those action items or to make some of those big goals or those dreams that maybe you've been sitting on all year, but you haven't yet actually quite started, okay, please fill out the coaching inquiry form in the show description so that we can take that first step of like creating an action plan to actually get you towards those dreams, towards those big goals. We can do that together. You're not in it alone. So until next time, guys, July is going to be the thing that totally shifts our months or our month and our years. Okay. We got this. Until next time, bye. Hey, thanks for listening to today's episode. It means the world to me that you're here to ride in the struggle bus with me and that you're willing to consider different perspectives, tools, and techniques that just might provide a little bit of relief and get you one step closer to the abundance that is available and waiting for us all. I hope you take a moment to grant yourself some grace where you've been denying it, some love where you didn't realize maybe it was right in front of you, and some faith where you thought all was lost. If this episode had an impact on you, would you please share a comment with a review? I'd love to hear what landed for you, and it helps us get the word out to our fellow struggle bus riders. So please review what was impactful for you. Just know these episodes are a pure labor of love in a space where I'm growing alongside you. I'm evolving every day, and I look forward to all the ways and the things and the perspectives and opinions and choices that will change over the course of time in my own life, day to day. Until next time, just know that you are loved, you are divinely cared for, and in the struggle, the journey of this life really is beautiful. I'm glad that we're in it together. Cheers.